Hi everyone, welcome back. This is part 3. So if you chose the theme C, this is your reading, okay? So this is a 3-part reading for the Divine Feminine. If you didn't catch the first part, part A or B, and you're curious, feel free to look into those. Also, there is an intro in part A in regards to this reading. So I don't know how long the intro is. I kind of tend to lose track of time when I'm in the zone of reading. So if this reading doesn't resonate for you, feel free to check out the other ones. But also, just if you just so happen to catch this reading and you have no idea what's going on here, then understand that I'm doing a Divine Feminine reading. I chose 3 songs, 3 themes, and each theme comes with, its circumstantial states, I guess, the reading itself, right? The song and the reading. So if you are drawn to either or, feel free to listen to them because they each have their own, they take on a life of their own, so to speak. So even if you resonate with all of them, it could be different aspects of the same dynamic, okay? Just playing out in one individual, so keep that in mind. All right, so your song, if you chose theme C, your song is Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. So I guess I'll start with the lyrics. We were as one for a moment in time, and it seemed everlasting that you would always be mine. Now you want to be free, so I'm letting you fly, 'cause I know in my heart, babe, our love will never die. You'll always be a part of me. I'm part of you indefinitely. Boy, don't you know that you can't escape me? Well, darling, you'll always be my baby. And we'll linger on. Time can't erase a feeling this strong. There's no way you're never gonna shake me. Ooh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby. I ain't gonna cry and I won't beg you to stay. If you're determined to leave, boy, I will not stand in your way. But inevitably, you'll be back again, 'cause you know in your heart our love will never end. So, Divine Feminine, this gives me a very tender connection, a very short-lived connection, not one that was covered in toxic energies, but may have been the, how do I put it? Could have perhaps fallen victim to karmic energies in some ways if had it persisted from the standpoint in which it started. So you may have a connection with a masculine that was very short-lived, but there was a lot of intense emotions happening, and the connection didn't really kind of like fully develop. So you basically, because there was no real hard feelings there's nothing you can really hold them accountable to, despite knowing that the connection was extremely deep, despite knowing that the connection was very significant. You figured that if you're determined to leave, I'm not going to stand in your way, right? Why would you? Why would you stand in this masculine's way? If his impact in your life was that significant in such a short period of time, and in what seemed to be such an insignificant moment in time, then who are you to question, right? I feel like you would say, well, there's nothing but love there, so if you're determined to leave, go. I trust in the divine universe. Like, it wasn't a I feel like that this connection was not just something in passing, like irrelevant. That even even despite the fact that it was such a, what would seem in the physical, such an insignificant thing in the physical, was extremely powerful in the spiritual. So you know that the connections, that you're part of each other's life, you know that the impact was so significant. So it's almost like you're just trusting the connection was for the greater good, and you just have this faith in that whatever has occurred, there's no hard feelings, and that it was beautiful for what it was. So it's like there's a gratitude for something so beautiful, even if it was so short-lived. Okay, so that could resonate differently for everyone. So let's go ahead and see what, on a deeper level, why is this the theme for your reading, Divine Feminine? What's with the connection that you have with this masculine? Let's go deeper, okay? Okay. There's something with counting in reverse, like a countdown, 10, 9, maybe New Year's countdown, something like that. I also heard someone saying, I literally heard it like a feminine bragging, like, my man got me, how did she say it? Like, my man got me a new car. Or if my man wants me to drive in a better car, he can get it for me. Or it was something like that, but it came across like, you know, a feminine that's very much like, you know what, like, I'm not, if you have something to say about what I got going on and you don't like it, then you fix it. Don't come at me asking me to change something because you don't like it. If you don't like it, go ahead, you fix it. You fix what you don't like. That could be your attitude towards most things, Divine Feminine. And that's probably why you were like, okay, you know, like, I know what I felt when it came to connecting with you, Divine Masculine. Like, this is how you're feeling, like, I'm part of you indefinitely. You can never shake me. Like, I know what I felt out of this connection. You could deny it all you want. You could have left it. I ain't gonna basically deny you your freedom to go wherever you need to go if you want to go. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see. You just feel that, you know, like, you can't escape it. When it's love, it's there, and you can't escape love. You cannot escape love. A lot of heart chakra activation, FYI. There's a lot of love here, and it might, oh, holy moly. Look at that. I mentioned in, I think it was the last reading, that the masculine was stuttering. And now I'm stuttering. That's hilarious. The ballroom in the study with the sword of truth. I feel like you know, the truth, even if the emotions aren't expressed, it's like someone can have their emotions repressed, but the truth is still being revealed. The truth is like written across their face, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can see their truth even if they don't show you their feelings. So you might feel that way about this masculine. Like, fine, you don't have to show me that you love me. You don't have to show me that you care. You don't have to. I see the truth, whether you want to show it or not, whether you want to expose it or not. Hide it all you want is how you feel, Divine Feminine. I feel like there's a Leo energy that you might be connected to, Divine Feminine. Your masculine might be a Leo. There's a commitment for sure with a Leo energy, an emotional commitment, definitely. So this person, you might just feel very like you feel a certain commitment to them emotionally. You can't help who you love. You can't help that you love them. You feel somehow bound to them emotionally. Maybe even like their feelings are for you to care for, or for you to, they matter to you somehow. This is like, I don't know. I'm just getting like there's this connection here is, you might not be expressing your emotions, Divine Feminine, but your truth speaks volumes, okay? And this masculine might feel the connection, right? They know it's love. They know it's love. But it's almost like I don't know if what they're wanting is for you to show the feelings versus saying how you feel. Or if it's just that they're very, very invested in committing to you in love, but because you don't express your emotions, they don't, maybe the truth is in their face and they just don't see it, or something like that, okay? So we have a Gemini or Sagittarius energy in the kitchen, in the hall. There's something hidden about your masculine's environment, whether it's, this has been showing up a lot, but something about their neighborhood is being exposed. It could be where they live isn't where you think they live. They may have told you that they live in the north, but they really, oh my goodness, what is up with this? It's like tongue twister. Like every time I go to use the letter L, it's like it's getting like heavy. What is that? The lies? Oh, logic? Lies? Legacy? I don't know. Listen, so a Gemini or Sagittarius energy, I feel like perhaps maybe this is what it's trying to say here. What I see is that what's coming out is that you might have been dealing with this masculine, assuming that they lived in one area when they really, Jesus, really lived in another. And maybe also in terms of, is there perhaps a language situation issue, barrier, communicating, hold on. I guess whatever it is, they're not going home, they're not going back home. So you might be dealing with this masculine that maybe just had to go handle some matters, didn't communicate in some, it could be family matters that they're dealing with that are being exposed now, or they're ready to communicate what those things are. They probably didn't, maybe at the time that your connection occurred, they didn't think it was that serious. They thought maybe, okay, we're just like friends or whatever, or at least they acted that way because it was never solidified, physically in some way. And so they went about their business not really thinking much. In your mind, you're like, wow, that was real love, but hey, I guess if that's what if you need to go, go. If you didn't feel it like I felt it, it's fine. Just, whatever. So this masculine is probably now realizing like, holy shit, I didn't realize that all of these feelings were there. I didn't realize how emotionally invested I was. At some level, this masculine is realizing that the connection was deeper than they understood, and for some reason they didn't understand it at the time. They might have been short-sighted on the connection, on the spiritual aspect of the connection, possibly. Or they were numb, physically numb to the connection, maybe something to do with their how they connect is different than how you connect, and so they didn't really understand how deep things were. This person has a lot of connections or ties, or they're attached. This is, they're either attached to their friends, or they're very attached to their children, their child, or their things that they're passionate to. They have an obsessive passion, maybe even for their home, being in their home. So this is the type of person that really loves to create the ambiance of, you know, they would rather you visit them so that they can remain in the comforts of their home. They love being in their home, and they don't mind catering and having, you know, making their space super comfortable or super, in order to accommodate their friends and accommodate big connections and gatherings, but in the comfort of their own home, where they feel the safety of their of you know, they're in their space, they're not in your space. This is how this person is. Okay, so maybe maybe this person might have felt uncomfortable in some ways at the time that you guys connected to bring you in their space. Maybe they felt that you wouldn't want to be in their space, and they had a hard time expressing how they're not very comfortable being in other people's spaces, no matter how nice or pretty it is. It's nothing personal. It's just a person really likes being in their own space. It is what it is. Okay, so we have the wrench in the dining room with the lead pipe. I feel like I think this person, now that they realize the connection is like real love and real, there's an ocean of emotions, an ocean of emotion. Now they want to fix this connection because they are very passionate about you. Everything you felt about the connection was true. You know, we were as one for a moment in time, and it seemed everlasting that you will always be mine. That one moment, that one small moment was like the micro experience of a much, much bigger love. But it was still the seed of that same love. And so the masculine didn't really register, I guess, that, oh, there was a love seed that was put here. And, you know, off they went into their own little world doing what they do, not realizing what he left behind growing. A beautiful world, that a seed he created, but now that he understands how great this connection is, or it's everlasting or whatever, there is a shift in the possibility that this masculine is creating an environment that it's almost like you were set apart or set separate from his friends and the people that they love, and it's like you had like your own little category for him. He didn't see you mixing with his friends, or he didn't, and not because of anything negative so much as just so different. I don't think he knew how to merge that, and I guess that was enough for him to kind of like do his own thing. Who knows? But we have a Taurus or Scorpio in the billiard room with the conservatory. So I feel like your person might be feeling out of, they're not feeling at home when it comes to their work or their routine. Or maybe how things are working out with you, or how they're like living their day-to-day in life when it comes to you. Like you're not connecting, or things just aren't working. So it has